Hey, what's up, everyone? Sam here from Modern Music Life. I'm here with the Black Dahlia Murder. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Trevor Sternad. I am the dog that barks on stage.
All right. You guys have been around for a lot longer than most bands I've ever talked to, listened to, etc. What factors do you think have contributed to your overall success and allowed you to keep going and being a band for this long?
I don't know, man. I think it's been a lot of luck. There's been a lot of our peers that kind of didn't have the same longevity that we've had, and every year it's like getting harder economically to exist as a band, but we've still been kind of riding that whole plowing through all that stuff. So yeah, it's been a lot of luck and good decisions, good tours. I think just listening to what the fans want is also part of it. Making music that we try to be consistent. You know what I mean? Not change too much and frighten the fans in that way, but instead be a band they could depend on. You know what I mean? So with 6 albums down so far, I'm just glad they're still here. And now the new one is like pretty much 10-year anniversary of the first album. You know what I mean? So feels good, man. Feels great.
All right. And do you see yourselves, either you personally or the band as a whole, still doing this in 5, 10, 15 years?
Yeah, I don't really have a plan B, man. Just trying to take this as far as we can. Brian and I are the originals. He's the rhythm guitar player. And we've been doing this for like 13 years now. Been touring for 10. And man, all of our eggs are in one basket in this one for sure. But I still have the excitement level, that I always have for it. And just the more awesome the opportunities become, it's just exciting to see it through. You got to kind of just keep pushing it, and be foolish to stop at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And personally, I'm still stuck listening to Miasma, one of the first albums that came out. How would you say your music's progressed since then?
Oh, I think at the heart of it, it's still the same band, and we try to be recognizable instantaneously, and have a consistent sound. But I think that we've gotten a lot more technical as the years have gone on, and as we've grown older, I think the songwriting has become a bit more sharp. And but at the heart of it, I think the initial statement is still there. You know what I mean? To be the Black Dahlia Murder, and but yeah, there's been some faces through the band too. That's also kind of changed things and helped things evolve. But the players we have now are extremely talented, and it's been it's been a big jump. It's having Ryan Knight come into the band. He came in before Deflorate, and just having another person write, because it used to be solely on Brian's shoulders. So not only does it relieve a lot of stress, but it's just awesome to have someone that we can trust, that will write a killer song and has our intentions in mind and our the same set of influences pretty much, and it's been working out really good with him.
Okay. And are you happy with the response you've received so far with your newest album, Ever Black?
Yeah, man. The reviews are hit or miss, but you can't really take all that stuff to heart. What's important really is how the fans are reacting to it, and they seem to really like it, from the artwork to the themes. And what we set out to do is just kind of make the quintessential Black Dahlia record, I guess, kind of to mark that 10-year anniversary, you know what I mean? And with the name Ever Black, we're kind of saying that the song remains the same, even though we've lost a couple members, but once the people heard the record, the doubts were alleviated, I think, about those member losses.
And you guys have been on this tour specifically for just over a week. I don't even think you've had a day off yet. But on tours where you do have days off, what do you guys do as a band?
Mostly just sit around and, unless it's a drive day, which those suck, where you just are stuck in the van for 15 hours. We got one of those coming up, actually. But yeah, for the most part, not too much. Smoke some weed, hang out, just the same stuff we do on a show day, I guess. Prefer not to have any days off.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your favorite band, personally, that you've ever toured with?
Ooh, there's a lot of fun bands, man. It's a hard call. Phallic Carnage comes to mind immediately. Psychroptic, Skeletonwitch. This is like our 20th time touring with them, so we obviously get on pretty good with them. I find most bands are cool, actually. Even ones that you don't necessarily want to listen to. You know what I mean? But just everybody's out. It's a cool job to have, and if you're not if you're not having a good time doing it, then I don't know, man.
Yeah. As I said, you haven't been on this tour long, but how has it been? Like, how have these guys been touring with you? The bands that are on it with you?
Cool, man. Noisem, they're kind of an anomaly being so young, man. Their drummer is 15 years old, and I mean, some of us are old enough to be that kid's dad on this tour. You know what I mean? And those guys are, very, very young, man, and really excited to be here. And they rip too, so it's it's cool. But yeah, the vibe is good between everybody, man. Fallujah's cool. Like I said, Skeletonwitch are old friends. So yeah, man, this week's gone by pretty fast, and shows have been good, and morale is high.
Okay. And who's a band that you have never toured with that you would want to?
Ooh, there's so many, man.
Do you have musical reasons or personal or whatever?
There's this band called Code from. Well, half the members are from the UK and the other half are from Norway, and fucking love that band, man. Black metal, dude. Check them out. They're really awesome. I'd love to see them.
All right. And is there a band that you listen to right now that you think people should check out other than them now?
Soreption. They're a young band from Sweden. They're sort of in the vein of Decapitated, like really slick technical death metal, and I think they're hella underrated, man. They should be humongous, so check them out. Soreption.
All right. And how do you feel about people downloading music? I ask everybody this simply because you get a lot of mixed views on it. So
I think for metal, especially for extreme metal, it's kind of a necessary evil. And I think that the internet is probably the biggest forum for finding out about extreme metal, and it in a way it connects such an international scene, you know what I mean? Because there's bands from every freaking country, from all over the place. And that's one of the things I really like about death metal, is that it's just a world affair kind of thing, you know what I mean? And the internet can definitely bring it together, But on the other hand, there's a lot of theft going on, and and a lot of lost money, and so it's a double edge, you know what I mean? I think that I think that death metal has benefited more from it than lost from it, I think.
Where do you think your band would be, whether it was here or wasn't?
I think we owe a damn lot to the internet, and just the word of mouth, and the way it can spread in that way, you know what I mean, has been humongous. And it started with like mp3.com. That was the big thing, and we had our songs up on there when we started out, and then it was like MySpace, of course, and Facebook. Now you're to the point where we haven't even had our own website in like 6 years or something, because just the Facebook has been where it's at, you know what I mean? Yeah. And just like that is how the musician talks to their fans these days, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And keeps them informed, so it's been cool. It's been very cool.
Okay. And what are your guys' plans for the rest of 2013 coming to an end and getting into 2014?
Lots of tour, man. Probably about a year and a half more of touring for Everblack. We're just booking tour after tour after tour coming up. Not too much I can really reveal yet because of all those details and stuff. But yeah, man, it's going to be cool, and we've definitely got some good opportunities coming up and some stuff we're really excited about. And we'll be around a lot in the next year and a half, so keep your eyes peeled.
Well, that's all I've got for you. You got any last messages for your fans?
Eat poutine every day. That's what I'm trying to do while I'm here.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for your time, man.
Thanks.